All right, good morning. My name is Wilfred Eyo, vocal coach, pianist, voice arranger, name it. I'm there for you. All right, you're welcome to Dear Musician Series, and I particularly want to share with you some of my thoughts, as regards music. Now, the truth is that I know a lot of us want to know about how to sing at great pitches, how to you know, how to negotiate the head voice, how to sing on the mixed voice, how to avoid having a cracked voice, how to achieve vibratos, and a whole lot of these things, okay? But you see, music is not an end in itself. You just have to build, you have to learn certain things. I'm going to be speaking to us basically this morning about the basic tenets of music. I was talking about two basic tenets of music. I was talking about discipline, and I'm talking about consistency. Now, you see, a lot of people don't want to know about this, okay? But the truth is that it's amazing that these are the things that make us what we are, that would make us what we are going to be. All right, talking about discipline, the word discipline comes from the word disciple, okay? And it means to be a student from a teacher, okay? And discipline is quite a relative word. When you if you're in the paramilitary, there's there's a word called regimen, okay? And 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 it's the vocalist needs to understand that he is a regimented vocalist. You cannot be a singer if you don't understand what it means to be regimented. Regimented means you follow regiments, you follow principles, you follow order. They say in the military that obey the last order, and so that is what discipline does. You obey orders, you follow orders. You are placed under a mode to follow orders, okay? And so you need to understand that if you're going to be productive as a musician, you have to learn to submit to orders. You not just order from a human authority, but order in in ordering your life. You first of all have to be a master of yourself before you are a master from somebody else. Okay? Because if you don't learn to put yourself under discipline, you cannot get to receive discipline from a higher authority. Okay, so you need to understand that discipline, is very key. Now, I'm going to be speaking about discipline in several respects, about the reasons why many of us have not become very wonderful and solid musicians is today, because it's because we've not observed disciplines. I'm going to be talking about discipline in warm-ups. Now, you don't drive a car if you have a car. You don't drive a car, get into your car, put on the ignition, and you begin to drive and you just go like that. No, there's warm-ups. For a singer, you are regarded as a vocal athlete. I repeat, you are regarded as a vocal athlete. So you need to take warm-ups very seriously. Just like you warm up a car so that the oil regulates and everything begins to function, and the car is ready. If you drive the car without being warmed up, the tendency is that the car can get knocked down. A whole lot of functions might begin to malfunction, and all that. So you need to understand the place of disciplines to warm up. Many folks try today, tomorrow they don't do it, next tomorrow they try. There's nothing wrong with trying today and it doesn't work tomorrow, but you need to consistently try to ensure that you follow up on it. You put yourself, discipline talks about subjecting yourself to a pattern. It might look boring, it might look dissatisfactory, but the more you do it, the more your body gets into that mode. It's difficult for you to wake up in the morning by 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., but somehow as you begin to conform your system to that 5 a.m. waking up, 4 a.m. waking up, you realize that it's normal to you. You realize that it becomes easy. All right. So we've talked about warm-ups. So a vocalist needs to understand warm-ups. warm-up is very important for the progress of a singer. You do a lot of warm-ups. There are exercises you can find online on vocal warm-ups. They help you get ready before a major performance, before a major rehearsal. Warm-ups are very, very necessary. Now, another aspect of warm-up, another aspect of discipline many singers have neglected over time is the discipline with respect to rehearsals. Many of us who are stage acts, professional singers, or let me say aspiring professional singers, do not give time to rehearsals. Rehearsals is very, very key to the progress of a singer. If you don't rehearse, you cannot build up, you cannot grow. So rehearsals is key. So there's a discipline that is needed to ensure that you are in active rehearsals. Very, very important, non-negotiable. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. Exercises to ensure that you are as an athlete, as a vocal athlete, you are at the top of your game. Exercises are very, very important. You can't sing if you're not fit. You have to ensure that your body is fit. You need to do a lot of skipping. For those of us who swimming is very important. To those of us who do a lot of walking and brisk walking is very, very important. And a whole lot of exercises. Exercise generally beyond music is just necessary for the body. It helps your whole body metabolism to be at its highest peak. And so it's very important that exercises are executed. And another point of discipline I need us to understand again is discipline to food. Now many of us don't understand that the kind of food you eat can affect the quality of your voice. The kind of food you eat can determine the way your body functions, even as an artist. Now, we talked about vocal regimen. There's the kind of food you eat. It will affect your whole system. It will affect the way you approach even your rehearsals. Because there's a certain kind of food you eat, they weaken your body cells. So we need to understand now. Choice of food varies per individual. That's the kind of foods that we eat, and another person will eat that food. The person will get weak, but I will eat it. And so it's for you to understand yourself. So I would say, musician, know thyself. So you need to understand how your body works. What do you take that naturally makes you stronger and all that. Then you need to understand discipline in relation to ration. You don't just eat anyhow. You don't eat late at night. There are a whole lot of things you need to condition yourself to, and that's what discipline. It puts you in the mood. It makes you avoid certain people. It makes you avoid friends. And now that leads me to time. I used to have a friend. When we get to talk and everything, he talks to you for a while. Next thing he's telling you, "Oh, Wilfred, I need to go for rehearsals. I have rehearsals right now." Now he's just personal rehearsals. Now we need to learn to create time. If you're going to be a musician that will matter, who's going to go far, you've got to learn to take time. Now I said in my last edition of DearMusicianSeries on the vocalist, I said that timing varies per individual. Some individuals might do 3 minutes. Some other persons can do 30 minutes. Some other persons can do 2 hours. I can do 5 hours. It's not about the number of hours. It's about the quality you derive from 2 hours or the quality you derive from 5 hours. So the more time you give to what you believe in, the better you are at what you do. So the more you begin to give time to what you believe in, the better you become. You begin to progress. You begin to go you get into unbelievable levels in your singing, in your everything you have to do. Whether you're a musician, you play the piano, you play the bass, you play the drums, time is of the essence. If you give 2 hours every day and you mean your 2 hours non-negotiable, when it comes to that time, maybe you tell yourself by 10 a.m. in the morning I'm going to be rehearsing, or by 5 p.m. in the evening I'm going to be rehearsing at so time. You don't negotiate with anybody. When it gets to that time, you leave. That's discipline. You condition yourself to a mode. So there's discipline in warm-ups because it helps your system. There's discipline to exercises because it gets your body fit for strenuous vocal work. There's discipline to food, and there's discipline to time. There's discipline to rehearsals. It's very, very important. Now, basically, putting all these things together, there's equally discipline in consistency. I talked about consistency. You need to be consistent. Some people try to do 3 months, to do 6 months, but you see, what thing you should need to learn. Many of us, we observe all these things, but we're not consistent. I met some friend who met me on Facebook and was like, "Oh, Wilfred, you're still doing music?" And I'm like, "Yes, what else can I do?" So we need to understand that for us to make significant progress in this sing song, I call it the sing song business, then you have to be consistent. It's not working, find out why it's not working and make it work. Don't say it's not working, then you get into another trade. People who come into music are not lazy. You need to be consistent. It's not working. Why is it not working? Confer with people who make it work. Confer with people who know how to make it work. Then you begin to find out. You begin to tune yourself. Begin to work. If the problem is with you, check yourself. Begin to make it work. And the more you begin to make this analysis, the more you begin to make this thing. Before you know, you begin to see yourself. There are certain things that will be hitherto challenges to you in certain areas in your singing. By the time you become consistent and you don't draw back, you realize that you overcome them. Then fresh challenges come. They said every level has new devils, and so at every point in time you escape one devil, you get into the next level, or you conquer this devil, you get into the next level, and that's how you begin to progress. And you begin to progress, and before you know it, you're just there. Okay, so please, I hope I've been able to communicate. I made you understand the basic tenets of music. I need us to consider these things before we can talk about singing on high ranges, singing on falsettos, belting, and singing on the mixed voice and the head voice, and being able to breathe properly. These are wonderful things. But you see, if you don't understand these basic tenets of discipline and consistency, you cannot begin to try out those things. Okay, so it's very, very important that we understand that these are the things and the building blocks to our progress in music. My name is Wilfred Eyo. If you need our services, you can contact Minds Music Creations. Our email address is mindsmusic4u4 mindsmusic4 number 4u at yahoo.com. And my numbers are 08039300509 and 00794974999, and I'll be there to address every vocal issue. If you need vocal training, all forms of vocal issues, I will be there to attend to your need. Time to sign out. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.